And welcome to my stream. I am just loading up No Man's Sky. So we are ready to rock and roll for today. I just had a coughing fit, which was actually a bad omen for going on, but that is unfortunately what sometimes happens. Most inconvenient moments, especially when you are sitting and then trying to say something at the same time, and your voice goes sounding very, very erratic from what it normally does. But here we are, and we are all in place. So just need to have a good comfy seat, which I do now, and yeah. Just waiting till we land in our system wherever we ended last time. I can't even remember, but I hopefully can when I start seeing where we are. Last time was very hectic. I ran into a major battle with Sentinel destroyers, and they wouldn't leave me alone. So it was quite a fight. I came out without dying, which I'm very happy. Okay, we are at our shed base. And I have to remember to check this. Sometimes there's updates, which something I don't know always when they come and when they don't. I'm going to call the other plane. What? Oh yeah. I forgot all about that plane. We actually have two we will repair on. And this one I forgot all about, so that we will have a little bit of a further look at in the end, because that is far from repaired. Okay. You see, I should do my research in good time. That one. That one is close to be repaired, so I'm just going to make a note what we actually need of resources to make sure that I get this right things. So phosphorus, that one we have. Pyrite. Oh, sorry for that. Coughing and sneezing. What's the next thing? Pyrite and dioxide. I think that was what I mainly thought we were missing. But I would do a note about it, because otherwise I can't remember. Even if I try to. These things we have dioxide and dioxide. Okay, so if there is planets which has them on, then we can just pop by and land there, and just see that we can get what we need, and then maybe next time we'll be able to fly this around instead of the start plane. So that's a good place to start. So am going to make sure we take the proper plane. The Spider. And I'm going to see where we were and go there. Who made a hole in front of my door? I am just emptying. No, I'm not. I'm emptying out the bag so I do not drag a lot of things around that I don't need right now. I'm going to put that in the storage container. Ammonia, well, it is useful with to make sure that the protection is okay. So platinum, put there, stone crystal, put there. These we need to bring with us so we can get some free slots in our exosuit, and the rest I actually like to bring along. So that's what we are building on, and then let's see where we were. We were in that system. Let's go there again. And I hope that's not a system I get killed in or something like that. Then it would be a little bit short-sighted. So we are also looking to work down the Apollo storyline, and we need a base first before we go on with that. We need to go there, then it continues. I remember that much. So we're still looking for a good base to actually settle and make a proper base on. Not a shed base, but a proper building base, which we can, over time, maybe can improve. So I'm just double checking whether I have actually gotten the exosuit slot here. I have sometimes been very well. I can see it immediately because it doesn't come up in this tube, which it would if I hadn't got it. So just going into the ship and then just checking the system, what there is to see. There's not much. So we need to look at some of the planets. And as we do that, we can find out whether we have high sentiment. I learned last time to be very careful with that, and aggressive sentiment, even better. I don't really want to spend that long in a battle again. In a ship which I didn't think I would be able to get anything positive out of that battle. Not even having my life. That was the wrong one. It was there. So there's nothing really in this system we need. I'm just going to quickly harvest some asteroids. Most, so I don't run out of tritium. I know by experience that happens very quickly if you don't pay attention to it. And you also get gold and silver and platinum in these, so eventually it can earn you a little bit of coins. I know players which literally spend an hour from time to time going through asteroid fields just to get a lot of things stocked up. I don't find it that interesting, to be honest, but I'm not always as serious as a gamer as others are. And that's absolutely fine, because we have different levels of the ambition when we're playing. I just want to have some fun, really. So, got some things on my ship. Then let's see where we can go. I don't even know if I have. So there is a sign there. We are down here. And the reason I'm taking one which is not too far away is, as we're searching for good planets, then it doesn't make sense to make the big jumps right now. And I know many want to see what happens when you enter the center of the galaxy, but that has to wait until later. Corrosive. That doesn't sound nice. There's one down there somewhere. Copper gold. That one could be interesting. Bluish. I don't think the scan hit it. Rainy and high. So almost, but not. And it's not showing any of the materials we would like either. That is kind of annoying. Have I been here before? Well, I can actually see if I've been here. I have. So I'm just being stupid here. Ah, damn it. That I shouldn't be. Okay. Back to the galaxy. So it looks like I can only go back where we were. And that is probably because I don't have any fuel in my hyperdrive. Well, this is not the most long range. I am not that keen on going to planets which has things like skulls on, because that's filled with pirates. Let's go back there and we'll see what we can come from there. It's no shame crossing back on yourself. Some games end up doing that a lot because you are sent out on other systems to do missions. So let's go there then and see. Am I really crossing back on myself? I think I am. I'm back at my own base. That is very stupid, to say it mildly. Maybe I should learn to read a map then. I can spend that. But I don't really want to, because I do want to save up so we can get better ships eventually. So I'm trying to think which one is actually the furthest away. So the logic is we started going this way. So one of these two should be the furthest away. And I'm going the wrong way. Was going the wrong way. Why I was doing that, I have no clue. So, unfortunately, you have to go out to space to use the galaxy map. So, I have said, and I'm saying it again if anyone is listening, hello games, if we could get some sort of a map function so we could not map the universe, but map our own taking routes, that would be nice. So let's have a look. So we came from there, went there, so let's go there and see if we have been there. I actually don't think we have. That is kind of a purpose going toward the center of the galaxy, but it's a little bit of a spoiler, which I don't want to give at this point. 5 planets and the moon. Maybe we can find something useful here. Incoming message. Hello. Okay. Well, I hope it's not down there. And it is. I do not like planets with aggressive sentinels, to be honest. I do not feel even the friendly sentinels is too nice to play with. I do not like the bigger ones. I do not like their ships. So I don't like the sentinels, period. So I do acknowledge sometimes you need to take a chance, a risk to get somewhere. However, if you're losing your life is the risk, then I don't think I want to take it. See, that was what I meant. If I haven't been here, this will light up. 50 on the top, so we take here for now. It changes as the further you get in the game. I will actually start looking what they have for upgrade modules, but I will only buy the expensive, the S ones, and I will only do for exosuit and ship for now. I know I'm going to change the ship, but these can come off and be put on the new ship as well. That one is very handy. So let's just install them. That should be up there. So I should actually have got that. So it gives me more health and better shield. Oh well, that has to be there for now. This one. That one is broken, but we're going to leave that. Yeah, I need cadmium. So this means it starts a little bit quicker and costs less to start. Oh, did I have there? Face beam. Yeah. So this is a gig station. It's very little you're going to find around. Well, there's always a little bit of carbon. There's maybe someone which you can talk to here, which would give you something. So I can demand all stolen units, demand the share, or report the crime. I'm going to demand the share. I've just made myself a thief of 5,000 coins. These sitting on the outside is very often someone you can hire. Can't hire them until I got a proper base. I don't want them all to live in a shed with me. That means that one is hopefully something else. Okay, we can just talk to him. Learn some words. There's no trade, so always take trade first with the gig, because they are the Ferengis of No Man's Sky. They go trading. So talking to them would be best in some sort of trading legal. And when you catch them at something they like, they give you something. Is there anything we want to sell or buy? Don't have anything I need. Do I have anything I don't need? Why can I hear a lot of people shouting? I still have that partial. But I'm waiting until I find a repository on a planet and see if I can exchange it or upgrade it. No. I didn't have anything. That one I can't get in until I get the translator, the key level 3. So some of this might seem as it goes slow, and yes it does, but you slowly build up your exosuit, you gear it up, you become better and better, and eventually you do the same with ships. And this talking to the aliens you meet around is actually quite important, because at certain places they will only deal with you if you are at a certain level with them. You can artificial do it, but I prefer to do it, let's say, the hard way, but it comes. Oh, it gave me something I can sell. Good. Then I will do that. And I'm so rude that I sell it immediately. Actually, I don't, because it's 20% on the price. So at some planets I would be able to get around 1,000 for it. So let's see. if we can. Always at a new station, remember just to go and have a look there and then go back out, because then you're sure it's activated and you can use it. Quick glare at the... I don't have money for that. All that. Oh, nice. Expensive one. Ah well, can't have it all, everything. So taking a look at the planets first of all, see what there is. I also have to take a look at the Nexus to get my pyrite, but high sentinel activity. I would prefer it in a risk-free environment, but let's see. Copper, Phasium and Salt, and aggressive. Why all these aggressions? What have we done to... So there's no sentinels here. It's cold, Arctic. Do I actually have... no. I don't have any cold protection. Oh well. That means I just have to work fast. Here's one thing you will find out when you start playing from scratch, or if you are going to... You can take so many routes and you don't have to do anything like I do it. Hopefully you can get some tips and hints from what I'm doing if you are stuck with certain things. But I will admit I play a little bit cautious most of the time, because I hate dying in games. And I have just found a portal. Or is it? No, it's not. Stay alive. $10. Let's scan some things so I have something to at least earn some coins from being here. Thermal kicks in, then I take a little break with the scanning. I'll get back to that. I calculated that after a while, when you have upgraded your scanning devices, you can earn roughly $1 million every time you land on a planet and scan around. then money is no longer an issue. Animal normally gives the highest, but I don't have those upgrades yet, so at the moment I'm still on the low end. So, hello there. And another thing is, I always recommend, if you can, scan all animals on the planet. Do it, because it gives a lot of nanites, which is very useful. They give you a lot of upgrades. So shoot the creature, leave the creature alone, or leave. I will leave it alone. That was not useful whatsoever. If this had been Viking, then I would have thought about killing it, but as it's not, so just a quick check. Everything looks okay for now. I didn't see any of the materials close by, however. Be careful not to hit too many trees. Actually, was something. Maybe I should just, I think that was copper, wasn't it? So I get roughly 10 minutes more. Oh, sodium. Sodium is actually quite handy to have, because it is one which is used for a lot of things, among others to fuel your survival thingies, shield. So do take them if you can. There we want to go. So next to that pillar. And now I'm taking my fighter quite a bit to get to places. But it's safer when the environment is a little bit against you. On a fine planet, and when I'm geared up, I wouldn't mind walking around, but I keep hitting the trees. They take part of my shield. So let's hope there's a lot of dark side here. We need 150 roughly, wasn't it? Is it snowing blue snow here? Thing is, sometimes the last animal might be evading you. There's actually a trick. You can go in and then you can see which two you are missing. And see, one is rare and living on ground. The other one is uncommon, underground, always active. So that would be found in caves somewhere. So if we come along and find some caves, then I might try get a scan and see if I can find one. Whoop. I actually like the frozen planets. I think they are very beautiful. Some of them actually looks like North Scandinavia or Siberia even. A lot of what are they called? Conifer trees, snow, and really gives that impression of a cold winter landscape, which of course it is. But could you imagine the whole planet like that? That might not be as nice as it looks in a computer game. Of course, if you had a starship and you could leave the planet, then it wouldn't be a problem, would it? This is a good deposit. What's that anymore? There's nothing related to what we're looking for. I could go for more dioxide, but we got enough for now. The opportunities will come eventually to get more. That's how it is. Most of the time from the beginning you just want to have a stock of everything, and then start growing it as you go on. Things like that is always good to get your hands on. Something which was unscanned. Animal move. Careful with these when there is half aggressive sentinels around. Because that will really bring them in. They do not. It's like they measure how long you are mining, shooting, whatever you're doing, and the longer you take, the less aggressive start coming as well. So the very aggressive sentinels will come as soon as you start, really. They will, well, as soon as they see you, they will come. So one animal killed another animal, okay. So that one is red one there. Let's see if I can get a proper. What is it? Where is it? It might be on the other side of the hill or inside the hill. If it's inside the hill, it's in a cave. I think it's that one. Oh dear, I found a T-Rex. Oh, it's a cannibal, so it even eats its own. There's a building, so I don't want to risk having a dinner date with the T-Rex. I'm quite sure I could deal with it, but no need for silly chances. Where did that building go? It does not always keep them. That's quite annoying. But the thing is, oh, there it is. Buildings are shelter. It's sometimes more than that. And other times it's absolutely nothing. But it's not so nothing that it is not worth something. That sounds like rubbish when I say it, but the thing is, as soon as you do this, you actually get nanites for it. And other things. But that one, not that one. That one I don't like. He's hiding behind a rock. That's really rude. There we go. Seems like after one of the latest updates, these are much more frequent than they used to be. I don't mind, but they make me shit myself sometimes when they suddenly attack me. What else was there around here? Nothing. Okay, I'm going to try to see if there is a pot along here, so I can get a free slot in my exosuit. There. Okay. That is not a bad thing. And you get so many maps. Oh, 3 hours. So we will get to it in the end of the stream. Nah. Need to make sure I'm far enough out. Then you do this. And it will go very fast. Not too fast though. Funny thing is, with these, I have a feeling they are placed by the map when you actually use it. But they are always with one of these. And again, as I said, it actually gives you some nanites when you report the finding, at least. Might also give when it... will you stop doing that? Most crystals are useful, so especially sodium nitrate, because I'm actually going to need that now. I will go in before I make the things I need. I need that and I need that. It's always the same you need. And it's made from things you can easily come by. So I'm actually going to take off there. Because I was running out of spaces for gear. I actually realized one thing. I forgot to find out what this was. So 1 worth 150,000, 3 worth 150,000, that's not bad. And crystal sulfide. Then I have that. I normally chargo on this ship where it can either be stocked or sold, whatever part we're going to take. But I normally try to only hold what I actually need. So I got a tritium hypercluster and it went there. But it's interesting that it's actually intelligent enough. So I was going to look for an animal in a cave. There is a cave here. So let's just take a peek. Might not be very deep, but on the other hand, it might. Oh, I did not see that. Not worth a lot, but
temperature levels stabilizing. Units received.
these will always be cobalt and maybe something else. Those you need to keep an eye on, because if you are inside a cave and there's cluster of them, they actually can kill you. One should not kill you, 2 should not kill you, but when you have more than that, there is no guarantee.
Units received.
And they live in caves. So is this a proper cave? So it looks like it goes out on the other side. There's a lot of these around. That's kind of a death trap if you come in and don't have visibility. There's more behind. There. Okay, let's see if I can scan anything which looks interesting. So there's something there, that direction. So either it's something on the outside or it's on the inside. You can ask the question if you're an animal and you hear someone blasting through the walls of the cave you're in. Wouldn't you hide? At least we got it. Then we have one more to find. Oh dear. Mining beam. Almost down.
Technology recharge.
That one is almost down.
Technology recharge.
But I got the underground animal, so I can go back to the surface. So, caves is the place where you always can get cobalt. How can they live in this code? I'm actually killing them because they give oxygen and sodium, which is very, very useful in all scenarios. And as you might have noticed, there's very little I go around and farm anyway. So, is there anything around which looks interesting? What on earth is that? Doesn't show up. There's anything special. It's not the last animal because we know it's a ground animal we're looking for, and that doesn't look like a ground animal. So not enough fuel for. Okay, I have one of these.
Recharge.
Now I of course can't see it, so wonder if it was some sort of glitch. Was that where I was earlier? Was that the same tree I hit? Oh. Oh, shoot. So, I've been at these three places. I hadn't been here before. So, unedited. One of those pesky ones. Might be a good idea just to scan around. That's not a building. It's worth taking a look, or we should go space and no buildings, just the flagpole. Northeast. Everywhere there's a hole into the ground, they seem to So this is a waypoint. Might get some more information what's around here. So minus settlement, that means there is people there. So that could be someone selling something. Antimatter is good to get for free. I'll do the underground one. Hearing things here. You tend to get slightly paranoid sometimes. Oh, one day. That's brilliant. Actually quite far away for getting that from a waypoint. So it's a question whether it's, well, what it is really. But minor settlements is normally someone selling multi-tools and a few things for them, some equipment, components. That was what I wanted to say. But the thing is, it's especially early in the game. It's good to go around and have a look. Might not have anything we find interesting, but blah blah. Always look at. So I only have that. That's not really useful. I do look at his components as well, because there's some repairing and this is almost where I want it to be. When you're repairing stuff and you need especially wiring looms, it goes a lot of them to repair a ship. But all of this you will be able to make yourself eventually, except for the wiring loom. You can see here he says an exosuit upgrade chart. However, at this point, when I have so many navigation charts already, I'm just going to exchange 3 for 1 at a cartographer at a space station. They are not worth 108,000 for it. So there's a guy more somewhere. Oh, pirates are coming. You can look at these as well, see is it better than the one you have. I believe we got a B as well, so. But if it's better than yours, then you can start thinking about whether you want to exchange it. Just remember, when you exchange it, take off all the components before, because then you can just move them over. Anything else here? There's a trade. I know there's a pirate battle going on outside. These are so. I have no idea what else to use them for. And I think I'll go out and join the battle. Again, you might be able to get a coin or something out of it, or even better. Holy shit, how many is there? 1. With all of that fire, I thought that would be 3, 4. 1. Quarter mil coins is not bad, just for doing that. I never checked the 2 buildings behind, so just going back, doing that. And take the flagpole as well, because that counts as. Stop doing that. I'm very good at doing the wrong things at the right moment, or the right things at the wrong moment. See, navigation data. You get them a lot as soon as you start moving around and then paying money for those upgrade pots. I wouldn't do that. If you for some reason don't get them and you feel it's low, when a slot is costing more than 125,000, 150,000, well, yeah, then you can go that direction. Here again, there's a whole cluster of those. Maybe I should change my deodorant.
Units received. Thermal protection falling.
Actually, I'm going to go and take them as well. It is free money in the end, or you stock them up until you can produce more expensive things yourself. It's funny, some places has more animal life than others. Huh.
Thermal protection falling.
Cool down. Don't overheat your things. That goes for multi-tool as well as your spaceship weaponry, because it might actually break. And eventually you would be able to repair pretty much everything. But if it breaks in a battle and you don't have the materials at hand, then you are in very big trouble. I love the fact that sometimes things are hidden in plain sight. I couldn't get a lock on it, so I couldn't really shoot it. Without a lock, you're not hitting it, so you will only be hitting the tree anyway. So back to the ship and then look what we actually got. Why are they running like that? Is there anything bad coming around, or was it my shooting? It's one thing I had seen on some worlds, that the smaller animals flee when the dangerous species arrive. So it might be worth keeping an eye on it and see what is actually going on. So that was a lesser one. I got a lot over to the starship. Gold nuggets. I don't know if that was from them. And I got one tritium. I keep them like this because sometimes you need to build things with them. So we have two of these. You can see they are crafted from Herox, dirty bronze and lemium, and these from Aronium, Magnogold and Gratine. And the cheap ones I got is some of those which is used, and we will eventually learn how to make them yourself. So I tend to save the cheaper ones and use the more expensive ones as money makers. Okay, I didn't notice I actually got all the animals, so I take the 1750 nanites in bonus for doing that. That is not a bad thing. And then I upload all the findings here, so then we can go to space and see if we can find something interesting. We also need to call the Nexus here, so we can get our exosuit slot there. That's one thing which must be remembered. Then we can use we can get some upgrades for our gear as well. Why is that not giving me any indications? Not close enough? Oh well. We are too close to the planet apparently. So notice that it say activated copper. Sometimes you really need that. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's just an asteroid. I thought it was some space monster. Going to go a little bit closer to the space station. Actually, why? High sense of that one. We haven't looked at yet. And that got pirate, which we need, but high sentinel activity. So do I take a risk? That's a good question. Actually, let's see. I have a plan. A little plan. Not to run out of fuel though.
Technology recharge.
That is not a good idea. How far away is it? Quite fast though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn when I'm getting very close to it and call the Nexus. Because if I should, heaven forbid, being chased by sentinels, it's a route of escape. I do like to have options if everything should go haywire.
Star scan detected. Warning. Threat detected.
looks very empty. It's not normal. No one playing today. So go this way. So we can visit these guys first. That's one I always have a lot of. That's again, the more you scan, the more you get out of this. Oh, that wasn't much. That wasn't much. This one, it's milestones, and sometimes some well, you have found materials, vortex cubes. I sold them. Blasters. Okay. But I will say, last time I gave him a vortex cube, he literally gave me 9 nanites, so the question is if it's actually worth that. If you have milestones, that normally gives more. The more you have, the more you get. So, that one is always the first one I grab in here. 50,125. So we put them down here and take the free ones upstairs. So looks like I do have a code one. So I have plenty of nanites, but I'm not going to just spend out. Yeah, I shouldn't have clicked on the one I already had. I was sitting thinking why I had not put it on. I've not been very good at that lately. So in here I will buy 2. That one and that one gives more speed at planets, and however I need to get to a situation where I can actually have much of these. Silver, stone. The wall. my plan is to build in stone roofing, so I can get started with that. I'm actually going to take some more here, so I actually are very fine. I don't know what exactly is the most important thing to get when we talk about base, but why is it looking like I'm freezing? Huh. That's not entirely good. I don't know if that's messing with my mind or something. Okay, they don't want to talk to me. No, good. Well, I don't know if it's good, but sometimes make me more confused than anything else. I'm a little bit concerned about my health, but just make sure everything is as it should be. Was wrong what I did, but just so we have. Now I should really go back to base. It's a bit more complicated to get storage on your plane, your spaceship. You can get that for money. It's very expensive, or you can get it getting storage augmentation from different things, which is free. So at some point it comes up that one slot is 100 million coins or more. So it very, very quickly gets very expensive. But what I'm going to do now is going back to base and empty my pocket, so to speak. Back here. It's going to be a little inconvenience, but until we have a better system. That's how it's going to be. And in the meantime, I hopefully can get warm. So you will see a lot of pretty colors on the screen, which is expected in this situation. So the ones for the spaceships is looking like this, except it says Starship or whatever it says, but this is for a freighter. And stupid as I am, you have to do it another way around. So these expensive ones I would actually just sell. Cheap ones I will save, because then I can later create the more expensive one and earn money. You get them different places. Among others, you found them when you find those. Should I just put that on the broken ship? I keep falling down that hole I made. I wish I hadn't. So, no, not that one. That one. This is not a better class, but it's a better ship, because it's a little bit more built as a fighter than the Starship we got. So I would actually like to get it up and flying and transfer things over to this antimatter. So now I only need the pirate. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll just double check if I have any in stock, but I don't think I do. Oops. These were for selling. What is actually on this planet? Copper, perfinium, and salt. Yeah, that's useless in this connection. I have sometimes collected things and not really thought about them, and then realized, oh, that was what you needed. I don't have any, so that one was emptied out. So let's go back again where we were and then see if we can get some pirate. See, here is a little bit. This is where we are. This should also say previous system, but it doesn't. So you can very easily get confused where you are, where you were, where you have been. Sometimes I need to keep a little note of because you tend to go in triangles or squares between systems sometimes. So I'll first go and sell because then it's done. The money is in the bank account. They are on the ship. I'm still keeping that. So even give more than the 300,000. That's good. That one is giving a little bit less. I don't really care. That one is still minus 20%, but it was from this system, so I didn't have anything here to sell, no. So we are earning a little bit of money. So now I have to take the decision if I want to take the chance on the Sentinels or not. That one is aggressive, so I'm not going into that. This was high, I believe. High. Well, every shot you don't take is a shot you miss. Excuse me a second. I have an open door which is drafty. Computer room always get warm, and my dog don't think like closed doors. So the secret here is to find a vent close to the deposit and run as fast as you can if anything comes around you don't want to come around. So I'm playing a little game with my dog now, opening and closing doors. So it's shaky as well. This is copper. That is not useful, so I'm not even going to take it. But these is giving us free upgrades to our exosuit. So I'll be very careful That's the first one. So I just leave again. There's a building that might or might not be dangerous. Problem is, pirate and copper is both yellow, golden in color, so it can be a little bit difficult to see until you're close to it. Oh, there is already a sentinel, so hello. If he starts shooting me, I'm as a dangerous animal as well.
Incoming storm.
I don't know if you noticed the white paw in a red circle. That means that the animal is attacking you, and the sentinel is actually shooing it away. Interesting. How much pirate did I get? $41. That's not really enough. So this is a little bit of a bad situation. There's a storm, very high temperature. There's an animal who wants to eat us, and there's a sentinel which will attack us if we start shooting anything. However, it didn't attack me from, as I am aware of the animal. I'm going to ignore that. Hopefully my shield can hold it at bay for a while. Go away. Fuck. Bloody animal. Ah, 142. That's actually enough, I think. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. So we should actually be able then to repair the other ship, and then I have a little bit better ship to fly around in. That's a little bit more beneficial. Then we can scrap this one. It's not a bad idea. quite lucky that the sentinels didn't go after me. But that animal, I didn't expect that. I could have killed it, but I know that that's the conundrum, because if you kill it, then the sentinels will see that as an act of aggression, and even self-defense, they don't care. So this is the most annoying thing. You have to keep calling. The non-active plane. So metal plating. I can make that 3 of them.
Constructed. Prepared. Technology prepared.
So everything is fine here, and I need antimatter. I don't have any to make that, do I? Oh, it's chromatic metal. I have that in the house. In the house. In my shed. Don't fall down the hole. You know what? That hole is starting to annoy me. I keep falling down in it. It's actually a health hazard. So, chromatic. I need 3, so
Constructed.
2, 3. And we repaired.
Technology prepared.
So let's get the parts from the other one first. Why did I? Oh yeah, I had to. So that one can be stored. I need them over here. I chalk things in there for now. That can not, that can be stored. that can be stored. That can be stored, but I'm not sure I actually want that. Sometimes, because you know you will have limited space until you get either a very high ship or a high class ship, or you get more slots. So let's see, what do we need? We need that. Shielding is very important. The emergency warp, that is very important, as we have seen. Better. Wait with that. Wait with that for a sec. This one will be replaced. I don't have the photon cannon, so, and rocket launcher either. I have the photon. What? Am I being stupid here? I was stupid. Very stupid. Okay. So, what can we build here we would like? Got some of that. I would like this as a weapon, but I need phosphorus. Well, phosphorus, I don't have that much. Okay, what need to come over? There's no place in the storage container. So yeah, I know I'm jumping a little bit around right now, but I need to empty this. So it's empty. So I know certain of the things which is placed in the starship is probably not what should be there, but that will do for now. That goes. I filled that up. Yeah. But the starship very often works as an expansion to your other stuff. So that one, that one, that one. Question is, I'm not going to sell them right now, but I might later. It's always a bit of a question. Are you going to or are you not? Should really sell these. Not going to. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. So
Technology recharge.
I am going to scrap this. I don't want to have more than one of each class. So I know I'm going to lose some fuel, but it's always a little bit sad to sell a ship which you had quite a bit in, but I also know that the other fighter is going to follow me a little bit longer, at least until I can afford to upgrade it. So no need to cry over that. Did I have space in my suit? I hope I did. I should probably have gone over here first. So I go purchase and then sell. And this is all the C ones. I just get rid of them because I know I'm not really going to install them. I want everything to be S-class. I know I do have some which is not, but they will be upgraded eventually. So I don't have any cold protection. Did he have any? Underwater radiation. So it's called thermal even. It's both high and low. So I'm going to wait until I find. So I'm going to look at Starship ones as well. I know I don't have many slots, but tempted. But the problem is the amount of slots I have free. And let me illustrate the storage situation with the ships. Upgrade ship. Purchase storage 14 million units. And I believe I have, well, 7 or something like that now. I need to go and sell. It's an Explorer. Many people like those. If you notice, my new fighter is actually there. It didn't send the broken one up, which we'll start repairing just for the collection. So I'm going to sell first.
Units received. Units received.
Well, got 7 million out of it. Scrapping a ship. Not bad. Okay. I wonder. No. It depends when you took the nanites last time. Sometimes you can actually kind of trick it. Okay, I'll go back where we were. We just have a new ship now. That will follow us automatically. I know it's not really better, but I like to look at it better. So, as I have a lot of those navigation ones, let me buy some more for exosuit upgrades once. No. I have a whole stack of 40, so 39.
Received.
And I still have more, so then I can get a lot of free upgrades to my exosuit at least. And hopefully we can buy some good ships at some point. This oh, we can actually rename it if we like. So I like to name things with my own, because then I always know from a distance it's one of mine. Is it something which matter? Probably not. That one goes in the starship. That one goes in the starship. Where on earth did my tritium disappeared? I put that in the storage locker, didn't I?
Technology recharge.
Oh well. It will still be useful. Excellent. Let's see if we can find. Yeah, there they are. Then see if we can get some tritium while we're here. Just in case. It's a little bit faster than the other. Which is good. That would be beneficial if we need to fight. Tritium clusters, I just keep them as they are in one stack for now, but if I should need it, they can be broken up and used. So we got one of the ships repaired. Now we should actually go on and look for a place where we can have our base. There wasn't anything in this system which looked interesting. Well, that one did, but it was Arctic, so let's start looking at the map. Wanders down there. We've already been there. What's down there? That's far away. Achmach. Let's see what there is there. I think I know what there is, but besides that. There is something there. So, actually, yeah. wireless interface. I'm not too keen on that right now. We will go and visit it, but I'm doing the space station routine first. So I know I get my slot and see if there's any upgrades which is useful before I start going down to planets. Better gear is always better. I don't remember if we met the Atlas interface before, but it's part of the story, one of the storylines. There's actually several going on, and they all intervene in a weird way. Sure. 100,000, no 50,000, and 125. Okay. I take the cheapest one when I have to pay for it. Underwater. Wasn't a lot in the right color. I like the yellow mellow. That one I would take, but I haven't installed the proper gun yet, but that's my absolute favorite. Let's go in and see what is here. There's a couple here who wants to work for me. They have to wait. I think he want to trade something. Items for elements. So what's the better option? Sodium and oxygen I get almost everywhere. Carbon you can get everywhere, that's most plant life, so I give them carbon. I got a little bit of money for it. Probably lost money if I know the gig. However, that's how it is. A lot of ships in this one. B. It's actually a good sign that you start seeing not only C-class. However, we are not even close to start upgrading, or just going to take a chit chat with a couple of them. Just to keep that going. Trade symbol. Give instead of trade symbol. Trades must be the best trade word there is. Coins. So none that really goes with the coworks, but they go for technology, so we can see. Scan is the most technology. So he gave me something for the starship. Okay, which I don't even have. That's nice. You don't need to sell anything. Bloody can't always remember. Let's go and look at some. It's a gig station, so I'm not even going because there's no nanites to get for free. Frothing planet, copper, gold, and cobalt. It's not really useful. So let's see what else there is. Frothing means it's very warm, if I'm not mistaken. A nuclear one. So it's a paradise planet. It has been discovered by someone else, so they might have a base on it. I have never encountered that. I have no idea. Maybe one day, but I'm going to look at this planet. When was it discovered by this guy? 6 years ago. So he might not even be playing anymore. still need to do two things in this system. Get the sun should come from that side. Get the nexus up so I can get the slot there. Does this look like a place for a planet, for a base? I don't know. Very pretty lighting flowers, but a little bit flat. It's of course nice to have a view of the sea. Train station. Actually not a bad thing to have close to a base. Curious to see the ship types. B. Then there might be others coming. Trade posts are one of the best places to actually find better ships and exchange them with their pilots or buy them off them. When you have loads of money, then you can actually hopefully buy any ship you want. I mean, they say the hardest billion is the first one. And that's probably true. But as you get into the game and start using all the different aspects of it, producing better things you can sell, then it's actually not bad. This is a little bit useless right now. I don't have anything to sell. Just trying to get some more words under my belly. He just gave me that word, so how good is that? Antimatter, that's not bad. See, There's an A-hauler, so there might be ships coming around here. Those is the copper. Cash. Ruthenium is not really the most useful, but it's one of those. I would like some better things. Hello and thank you for following. Welcome to my little universe. I hope you enjoy the journey. I would say I enjoyed a little bit better today than I did yesterday. Last time, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I found that very... well, stay alive. That's the best tip I can give you, and it might sound a little bit obvious, but there is a lot of little hints and tricks, and if you actually go through my Twitch streams, I started this from scratch pretty much. So there's a lot about how to actually get into the game slowly. You don't have to do it as slowly as I have done, but I try to be more safe than sorry. It's better to learn to evaluate the risk, really. You cannot make a world your main base, but you can make your main base on a world, so to speak. That's the other way around. You could theoretically have other people have bases on your world, because you don't own the world. You own the plot where you place your base. So at the moment I'm looking for a good planet where I can put a main base, and you want one which is actually preferably a... well, you can't see that here. I'm giving a demonstration which doesn't work. Which is a paradise planet or something like that, because that would be like Earth-like. This got some weird coloring though, but I know these makes a very... when it's dark, the plants light up. It's actually quite beautiful. I actually don't think you can, because when you connect through the nexus, the abnormally, you actually intervene with everyone else. I have never tried offline because I thought that would not work out. But the thing is, you can in settings say that you don't want to interact with other people, and I actually recommend you do that, because otherwise you risk that if someone finds your base, they can delete or add to it. It wouldn't be bad if they added, but if they started deleting your stuff, then it wouldn't be great. Even though this is a paradise planet, I'm not going to take this for a base. It's a little bit dull, isn't it? Well, the thing is, the only place you can give resources directly is in the Nexus. Or if you play, well, you can also in the Nexus when you play together with other players. However, there is a little trick. So if you place a portable refiner and you put something in it in front of another person, and then they open it, they can take what's inside it, and then they can give you what you have agreed to exchange. But it's on a trust basis, because theoretically people could just take your stuff and run, but you don't give them all your valuables that way anyway. Then it's money up front before you hand anything over. It's a great game. It's a very, very great game, and I love playing it. I can say time just flies from me sometimes. I do play my main game, and I played way more hours than this one, but I actually thought that there's two ways of helping other players. One is to Twitch stream the game and sit and interact and tell everyone how stupid I have been sometimes, or make YouTube videos. But the YouTube videos, I actually cut them out of my stream now and put on my YouTube channel. There is a link on my page as well, where there is a little bit help with a lot of things, and don't be afraid of asking questions. I'm happy to help where I can. Have fun, and come back whenever you have anything. I always find it's very nice to have new players coming on board. First of all, it spreads the word about the game. I like that, especially as it's as good game as it is. And I do find it's one of those games that every time you get around the corner more or less, then there's something new, something you didn't think about, something you have to actually take a decision about. And I'm sitting here thinking, if I want this planet, you are dangerous. I didn't scan you. If I should put my base here, I could make some sort of base and then go from there. It doesn't have to be my main base. But the thing is, I know that I have to start the base up and hire the people to help me before I can go on with the main storyline. And that's actually more interesting than what I've been doing so far. It's also more dangerous, but that's another thing we'll get back to. So I'm just scanning a lot of things right now, so all given coins. And I know what there is on this planet. That's the wrong one I'm zapping. So, without much effort, I found 5 out of... What the hell? There's 3 trading posts I've found so far on this planet. I know the gig is very interested in trading, but could they have put something more interesting? No, I was going to say, without much effort, I actually found 3 types of animals out of 12 very quickly. And the more there is, the more nanites you get out of it if you find them all. But I'm sure there's some catch to it. There's probably one of them which can only be found underwater in... Oh, water, yeah. In caves at night. Scared by light. So, I'm none the wiser whether I want to make base here. It's a nice view, but do I really want to make a mansion? Maybe I should find somewhere near the water then. Then it could be my beach resort. I always take the free stuff. Don't know if it's necessary, but if I end up with too much, it can always be sold. So there's always a win-win situation. So, I haven't scanned him yet. Okay. Dude, where's my ship there? So, trip to the water, see if I can find a nice beach resort. Then I can make a working base with all the different stuff they want me to do. And I can always build other bases. How's the view from here? It actually looks relatively nice. So I am thinking it's more to get to the point where we continue the storyline as well. And I actually think that would be a relatively good idea. What about we made something around... I don't want him in my back garden. Is that an animal we have not seen? Oh no. There's something down there. Flies.
Units received.
It's worms. I don't want worms around where I live. Tapeworms. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten out so we have a good flat surface. Using the terrain manipulator to that for that. I'm not very good at this part, but attempt to work out. I can tell you, it's very often my bases actually have wildlife growing in them because I did not get everything away. Nature always wins. That is how it is. So first thing we have to put up is a base computer, and I don't have any metal for it. Oh dear. That is very silly. So, we need some copper first of all. Is there any nearby? Cash. Still there, paraffinium. Homing sack, it's not really. Copper, it's not too far away. So, why are you hanging there? So the good thing is copper can be found on all worlds that has a yellow sun. And that needs to be made to chromatic metal so I can build. I actually have both a transportable refiner and I have the one in my exosuit, so it's not, they both use carbon to run, so it's actually the same twist. One is, I don't think there's any difference in how fast they are. to be honest.
Technology recharge.
They take the time they take. So, as I'm starting the base now, I might go over time, but I hope that's okay. I'm not going to do as they say on screen to make a cylindrical room. I hate those prefab metal. It looks like something from Star Trek, which is fine if that's what you like. I don't mind Star Trek at all, but I do rather want something which I feel is a little bit more, how can I say it? It gets have a little bit of. So I'm going to place base computer around here. I like it has some kind of soul when I do things. So first we need to find out if anyone has claimed this area. No one has, so I'm claiming it. That's kind of like buying the deed for the base. Theoretically, a lot of people could have bases on this. Doesn't matter in the greater scheme of things. So, that's what they want me to build, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to build it in stone. So, I am not a base expert. I will say that I have not made any of those cool bases you see around. But I do my best, and shit. They do snap in together, however, the problem is your movement sometimes, and I'm not very good at that. For some reason, there it snapped in. For some reason, it don't always snap in as I would like it to, and then I make some kind of a boo-boo. So now you can say, fucking hell, how big base does he want to have? Well, to be honest, I'm going to have some people working there, and I'm not sure I want to share too much with them. And I'm aware I'm building over the edge. I need something now. Let's just put the basic walls up. So A little bit annoying that it keeps falling back to the same. That I need ferrite too as well. Ah, okay. You know what, then let's make some. So, actually, let's make more of these. This is the place where I'm actually not very good at it because I tend to either give it too much or not enough. So why put stone floor there? To make sure it's relatively flat. So to make anything ferrite, you need ferrite dust. I know the rusted metal gives a little bit more than, so that's a good way of starting out. It's actually make the things you need. I'm going to miss a lot of things until I get all my storage transferred here as well, and even better is your main base. You could place your freighter in orbit around that planet and make sure it can also transport goods to your base, but it takes a lot of work to get to that place, but that's how you could end up doing. You can actually see, because of my picture you can't see what I put in. I'm going to jump down under, as long as we're not talking to any of the, because when my picture is down in the corner it takes some of the space from well, it goes over some of the speed from the alien, so that's why I moved myself a little bit up. But while we're doing this, it might be handy to see what I actually refined to get what. I hope it's helpful. That's supposed to be. So, is there anything else I will need? You see, I have a lot of ferrite dust, so I could actually make some more. The thing is, when you get to the medium or large refiner, it doesn't use fuel. But building a base takes up a lot of resources, so you have to be grinding quite a bit to get there. So let's do it with this for now. And we go back and put in the different doorways I wanted. Going to have a very unpleasant jump there. And I realized one thing. I don't have anything with windows, and stone building actually don't have a lot of windows. It got doorways and it has the storefront, but there's the medium refiner. Thinking maybe I should put this up. So that needs magnetite. So that's a level higher. I don't want to build that. What does that take? Oh, that takes the same. Okay. So to get magnetized, you take it a notch more from the pure and run that through. And notice the scale. Every 2 pure ferrite becomes 1 magnetized. You can see it's 82 units per piece. These are 28 each, so it costs 56 units to make 82. So that's one way of making money. That is actually to go in and refine stuff and make it better and sell it that way. But the thing is, do you really want to sit and wait for that? I know the large one you can actually put stuff in and just let it continue if you have it on your freighter, for instance. But this one, I believe, if you leave it, I've just been stupid here. Now I made all of it to magnetized. So I will have to make some more pure ferrite. But from ferrite dust to pure, it doubles its value on the 1-to-1 scale, so it's just a question about time. Do you want that? Well, I would say this is one of these games that it starts getting question whether you want or not. Well, it won't be a question because you just do it. If you think that's beneficial, well, then that's what you will do. So why do I build this? Because I can see if there's any better window options. There is actually not. And I have a long way down in alloy. This stinks. It's going to be very dark here, but well. So I'm not building all the way out to the edge. So, this is my nemesis roofs. I will very often find out that I missed something. I know I'm going to miss something here. But that in itself isn't, I don't mind. Did I actually place anything? No. So I like these roofs because you can put stuff on top of them, which is useful. For instance, solar panels, because you also need power. So I'm out of gold. Can I build a battery? Yeah. So solar power only works well during the day, so you need to store the power somewhere as well. always a little bit much, but believe me. So, what I always double check is they are actually charging, storing. I need more gold because I need more than one. But what I can do now is, if I can afford it, if I have the resources for it, I need metal plating. That is actually fine. I should be able to make that. I only have 2. Yeah, well, if you place them too close to the wall, they will be sticking out on the other side. So that needs power. So we put a cable, that to that. Voila! We have a transporter that works. So this is going to take a lot longer time than actually thinking. So what does it take to build those? Magnetized ferrite. So I'm actually thinking now I can go to the other base and start taking resources across that I need. I could build, if I build the storage box that I already have, I can actually access them from both bases. So this is number 0. Let's see, I have loads of these. Plenty of gold. So then I just go back. That's the one I haven't made a picture of yet. I will eventually, when it's finished enough. Then you get the picture when you transport, and that hopefully makes you remember which base it is. to take up a lot of space. Now it's placed my plane in a very weird place. Actually, what if could you place them on here? I don't know. Can only build one at each base of each number. However, we need power to it. There we are. Now we can access our well both here and at the other base, and it's all there, so makes it a little bit easier. So we need some more solar cells, because that is not going to be enough what we have. Magic metal. Okay, that's fine. That is expected that you run out of things. I'm going to fix the cabling later. That's so you don't see it. So don't worry. It looks not too great. That pops up all the time. So I'm thinking, can we make something up to that? Stone web. How does that go? Scale it on forward. Close enough. Okay. If you notice where I placed my spaceship, there. That is not going to see. There's a nice view at night, so it's not the worst of places. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a save beacon here and then save the game, and I think that will be enough for today. Not that I don't want to continue the base. I will. But that will then be Sunday evening. I hope that's okay. Let's see, it's dark outside. We still have power. I should put some light in that we can do next time. I will say this is it for me tonight. We have run quite a while of time. And I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope you'll be back on Sunday evening again. I know it's Christmas time, but the universe is still there. So thank you for watching. Thanks for those who followed, and welcome back next time. Take care and have a Merry Christmas, all of you.